All right, let's try it again. Round 2, fight. I'm just going to start right away. I have no data. Bang. We're just going to see it start out of shop right away. Chop. Chop, chop. No, it didn't. Except I only bet 1 there. I was supposed to bet 2, right? I'll just waste 1 here for whatever. Good, I lost. So now that symbolizes that I lost a 1-2 instead of a 1-1-1, right? So we're trying to do a 1-2 here. So, yeah, I know it's a 3-4, but I'm not going to bet against that. No, it would have worked. All right. Gonna burn a hand. Tie. Tie again. Banker. Gonna bet. Oh, I want to bet the banker dominancy as per my normal system, but I'm going to wait. Because it's strong, I'm not going to call that a chop. And it chopped. Now I'm going to call it a chop. I'm going to bet the 1-2 now on the chop. I win. And I'm just going to resume play on the chop here. For 2 hands in a row. I win. We're back to even. And try again. Tie. And we win. You guys are more important than my work. This is where the real money is. Fair enough, I could have parlayed this to the ceiling. All the way to the ceiling. But anyway. Okay, this is a 2-unit bet now. 2 on bank. We win. We now have 3-unit take. Obviously, it could have been so much more if we didn't get hurt at the beginning. But, yeah. 3 units. So we got a bet player. This is still alive to me. I'm not burning hands even with the 2 right now. I'm not going to burn hands until it goes 3. Okay, well, we got 2. Got to bet 2 here. And we could give back the entire 3 units now if we lose this. But I'm going to try. And we lost. So we're back to 0 again. So we lost 3. We got them back. We lost 3. And then we made 3 more for a swing of 6. And now we gave 3 back. So if we get to 3 again, especially with the banker dominant shoe, it's probably not going to be a terribly choppy shoe because bank keep trying to fight. Players suck. But you could also bet player never to go 3. But anyway, we got to burn a hand. We got to get this streak done with. There's 4. It's over with 4 again. 3 4s in play, but whatever. Burn a hand. Might be banker dominancy. Got to skip. It is not. We have 3 direct. I'm going to go back to the dominancy and start to chop from here. I'm going to lose to a 9. Got to bet 2 and hope this does not go 3 player ever. See, that's helpful. When you got a weak side and you want to resume, sometimes resuming is better off on the weak side to chop. You know, the player not to go 3. So yeah, we win. We're up a unit again. Now we got to bet for the weak side, and we win. Now we got to bet against the weak side, and we lose. Ooh, natural tie, but you know it's going to be another player natural, isn't it? No, it didn't. Good. Good. It's producing like a choppy shoe, isn't it? So, we're at the 3 units minus the $40 commission, which we had left over from last shoe. So, effectively, we have 300 combined net from last shoe and this shoe. You know, the remainder. So, we're going to bet the player. And we win. We're not worried about him coming down, right? We're not worried. We're not worried about it. We are now. If it goes 3, we are. Because we got to bet 2 here. Now, again, prior to losing that, we were at 360. So we were over a 300 take already. We don't really have to be aggressive in bet 2 here. I'm going to because it hasn't gone 3 yet. But I could very easily lose. Just, there's no guarantee in life. But we win. Okay, so we have 5 units minus $50 commission. So now that we've done that, well, I won't be betting a 2-unit bet that bank won't come down, right? Because it's already proven. But I am going to bet for player one time here. And I lost. So I'm not going to bet against that. I'm going to make sure I keep this 350. It's 2-2 side by side. I'm going to actually stop the 1-2 here because the banker's strong. If it was a player, I would bet on the second effort hand that it would not go 3. But in this instance, no, I'm just going to burn the hand. And if it goes player, it goes player. See? Protected myself, guys. And now I'm just going to burn the rest of the streak to the ground. I don't care how far it go. I don't. Good, it died on 4 again. All 3 times died on 4. You know. But this ain't a chop either, just because it went player. I have to requalify the chop before I start betting against the player. So we got a chop, but I have to make sure it's not a banker dominancy. I need it to re-chop again. And it didn't. 1/0. So I need at least one more chop here before it goes 3. And it did not. So you see how we're protecting ourselves. I'm really trying to rush through this because I don't really have time to sit here. Okay, so we have 4 again. Think it'll go 5 this time? I mean, if you got paid the other 3, you got to at least have a 1-unit bet on it. But, I'm not going to do that. It came down this time, see? Brad's special time. Brad lost 2. Brad won with a 1/0. So, okay, so we got to re-get a chop. Still have our 4 units minus commission. Need one more chop. I think it's going to be second bank. I'm just going to watch. No. We got our chop back. So this is where I'm going to try a 1-2 effort. Because it has not gone 3 player. We can work with that. We could have worked with that the whole shoot. Can't predict the future. I didn't know that was going to happen. But you could have. You could have said way back here when you had 4 bank that it was never going to go 3 player. And you would have been burying their soul the whole shoe. I win with that too, by the way. But anyway, we're going to bet like we're supposed to for the shoe per the title. So we're going to bet the 1-2. That is not going to go 3 player here. Hopefully we didn't wait too long. So far we did. Got one more chance. This is the 2. If we lose this, we're down to $50. What would you do? Case could be made for either side, but we won 1/0. We got lucky. So we got 4.5. So the chop's in play. It didn't go 3, thank goodness. 1/0, thank goodness. But we're going to bet small on player. And if it goes 2 bank, I'm not going to bet against it. I'm not going to bet against it. We still have our 3-unit take. That's enough to have 90 grand a year over 300 days. We don't got to fucking play their stupid game, right? Please remember that. That's a lot of money, $340. How long have we been playing for? If we are on a shoe by ourselves, with no other people on the table, we've been playing for 8 minutes, made $340. You make $340 in 8 minutes, I want your job. So yeah. You had a private table. You had a table to yourself. That's how long it takes to make $340. Fucked up, right? That's why people don't go home. Because they make it so quick. That's why I don't go home. I'm the guy in the pamphlet, bro. So let's see how far this goes down. So go 5 this time. Got to requalify the chop. Probably gonna run out of hands before we do. And that'll be fine. Like, we don't even have to keep playing. We already won. So we got to make sure there's no banker dominancy here. I need a chop. We got the chop. We can invest in this chop one more time. Maybe a couple more times. We'll see. Maybe this shoe never goes 3 player. Maybe it does. If it does, well, we're not going to profess the negative, right? We're going to get this shit. Come on. Let's get to 540 here. Okay. Here it is. If we lose this, if we lose this, we're down to that 40 again. We won't be down, but we damn sure won't be up. And we would have wasted a lot of opportunity. Those players never going 3. But it's what we signed up for. I'm going to try one more time. Fingers crossed. Fuck! So, it finally went 3. But you see the good and the bad. I show both. You could have been off several times with 3 to 6 units on this shoe. Where you chose to do that is up to you. That's why I keep saying every time we're at the 3 units, you could be done. Be better than me. You can be. You can. Everyone can. Trust me. Alright, so now we chop the player. We're going to see. We're basically treating it like a new shoe now. You know, we're back to even. We're treating it like a new shoe. We still got about 23 hands left. We got time to find one more chop on a 1-2 to get 3 units and get out. That would be a victory, wouldn't it not? So let's see. So we got a direct chop again. And now neither side really has dominancy. This player just ended the whole banker nonsense. So just anytime I see the 3, I'm going to just jump on it. That worked for me. On the chop, it worked for me. If it runs, that's enough for me. So we're going to bet the player. And we're going to hope we can get it to continue. We did. And we're just going to run this chop out on a 1-2. And hopefully we get the 3 units. Hopefully we get the 3 units. We got the natural. Right on schedule. And look at that. We're back, guys. Now, I could have lost. Of course. Am I going to cry in my beer that I lost 3 units? Well, you know, it'll hurt my feelings after I had a shoe that produced that long, especially if I was on banker never to let the player go 3. Sure. But we weren't on that, so we can't cry about that. You can't cry that you missed a run. You can't cry about anything you weren't on. Oh, it's easy to say now, fucking dealer will say. Like, bitch, that's why you're on that side of the table. Fuck you. I know how to play. So, sorry I had a moment. So I'm gonna bet for the chop again, right? I'm gonna bet 1 unit, and I win. Cool. So now if I lose, guys, it's a one unit bet now. The rest of the way, I've got it back up to 4. It's been a battle. We're at hand 64. You think this chop really gonna continue like it did back here, right? That's close, I guess. It might. But, so we got a bad player here. Yes? Yeah. Sorry. And we lost. Okay. Let's keep that 330 the best we can. If we bet 2 here and we're wrong again, we're going to have to grind for 3 again, and I don't really want to do that to you. I don't want to be that example. You could bet 2 here, and if you did, you'd have 530, okay? But look how many times banker went down. It only missed the 3rd bank the very previous time. I don't want a chance that it ain't going to go 3 again on a shoe like that, so I'm going to burn the hand. And look at that. It was 3rd bank. Pattern recognition, guys. We don't got to be a genius. We just got to see what's going on, okay? And it doesn't mean that wouldn't have chopped. But when you have that much evidence to say players suck, you're going to try to make the player come out. So we might not get a chop opportunity now the rest of the show, and we got out of that for free for that hand. Look, now it's running. See if it goes 5. It did. See if we get the Brad Special again. If you don't know what the Brad Special is and you haven't watched my videos. So Brad lost. Brad lost to 7-5. So you're definitely not betting against the run at that point. Either way, no matter who you are. If you are, I can't help you. So let's see if we keep going. Yep, keep going. See why you don't bet against it? Damn sure never bet against it once it gets past. You know. I used to bet against it after 5 all the time, but then Brad would get me with this. And I would do it with the mentality that if I win on the 6-1, it's a flat bet till it loses, and I net the difference like it just lost. But anyway, we're going to run out of hands here, so we're not going to get another chop. And we have the 330. I'll play it out just for the video's sake. We're not going to get another chop here, though. We would have to play it right now. And it didn't. It's a dominancy. It's the run ends, the dominancy resumes. Unless the chop right here, it's over. Okay, it did. It's hard to say how many hands are left. I probably shouldn't. Let's just say we left with a 330 to be a good example. But let's bet this chop. Let's bet this chop here. We win. But now we burn a hand, okay? Because it might go second bank. Tied. Second bank. Okay? I'm going to play one time for the player here. If it loses, we're back to our 300 and change. Okay? If this doesn't work, that's it for this shoe. We got it. We got it. 9/2, but now we got to burn a hand. Or do we? Yeah, we got to... Well... It's the end of the shoe, guys. I'm going to burn a hand. It was a tie anyway. So there you go. That's the shoe. I'm not going to worry about that last hand. Don't worry about it. Even if it is a banker, I'm not worried about it. We made $500 in 16 minutes on a private table. You can get those sometimes. Go in the middle of the night when no one's there. You'll get a private table. You know. Depending on your venue. Get 500 a day, just being patient. And no one wanted to back off and not bet the 1-2 anymore and dial it down to just 1. The 1-2 is to get the heat started. Give you some wiggle room to fight. And the closer you get to the end, you don't necessarily want to continue the 1-2, and good thing we didn't. We would have gave 3 away in that. So, good on us. Know your situation. $500 over 30 days. 15 grand. You have 30 grand in 2 months. Not every shoe's going to be choppy though, fellas. This one, it's a little bit of both, right? A little bit of both. We still managed to win. Now, I still think that the 1-1 flat bet is a better strategy for bankroll longevity than what we did here. But we got paid. So the quicker you're able to get to that 300 number, you know, if you're gonna go for it again and you lose a back-to-back bet, you're giving that 300 back because you lost 100 and then you lost 200. So think about that, you know. But if you wanted to continue, you could have a shoe like we had the last shoe where it's just bananas, right? We made 1,300. So it's a little bit of both tails here, you know. The last shoe, just monster, right? This shoe, little bit of a pushback. But we were able to requalify it, start again. Requalify it, start again, and lose right away. But, you know, requalify it. I'm not sure if we lost there or not, but, you know, we had a long chop right there. That's probably why we didn't get 1,300, stuff like that, with all the little hiccups. But you can back it off from a 1-2 to a 1-1, or you could do just a win one, burn a hand, so you dodge the seconds, like we did initially, right? On a 1, you know, you have 3 direct, and we'd burn a hand, and then we jump on the bank, then we jump on the and then we'd burn a hand, we jump on the bank, and we burn a hand, we'd lose there, and then we'd win on the bank. Then we'd burn a hand, and we'd lose 1 time on the 3rd bank, and we wouldn't bet against the 4th. So, that's good. Made $500 with the 1-2.